So let's do this. Hey guys. It's been a while. I've been super busy with things, but I wanted to start making videos again, especially for 2018. But before I officially start doing more things officially for 2018, I did want to do a 2017 review. So, let's get started with this 2017 review. So, one of the first things that happened in 2017 that I remember, and especially going through some of my older posts and all that, was I started charging for photo shoots for the first time. At first I was really worried that, it wasn't gonna really work out kind of thing, but a lot of people started booking me and, started to pay me for it, which it really made me excited. But then I wanted a different place to host things because I thought that Brandon G photography didn't really stand out that much and just didn't really pop the way I wanted it to. So that brings me to the next thing of Negative Light Studios was created. Sometime in February, Negative Light Studios was made, and that is my company, and I'm super excited that I made it because I think it's doing well, especially for it only being operating for a year. So yeah, that started off the year really well. I think before Negative Light Studios, actually, I went and watched Logan. I hope you guys would remember the movie Logan that came out with, Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine. Supposedly his last movie, but yeah, I went and saw that, and I was super excited for that. That was one of the movies I was super excited for. Started vlogging, or I wanted to start vlogging, and I did start vlogging, but I didn't really have the proper channel to upload these. I didn't want to upload them to Negative Light Studios YouTube channel, so I came up with the TheMKEGeek, and thus, where this video is now and where future videos are going to be. Down the line from that, I turned 21, so that was really exciting, being able to go out with friends, have a few drinks if I wanted to, just relax at the end of the day. Went to C2E2 for the first time. 2017 was a decently crazy year for traveling and conventions. Went to a decent amount, and I can say thank you very much, to Negative Light Studios and the people who support that as well. So yeah, started making more video content. I worked with a local artist who is in Madison. You've probably seen me working with him a couple times on Negative Light Studios, but I'm going to show you an example now of something that I did. But, with all the ups that, went on, there's got to be a few downs as well. Also in 2017, I got kicked out of college. My grades weren't really up to par, so they kicked me out. And along with being kicked out of college, I also lost my job at the same time because I was working for maintenance at my ed. So yeah, that was not a fun time. I think I had 3 or 4 jobs actually within 2017. I worked at the Milwaukee Public Zoo. Didn't really like that. I worked at a place called the Thirsty Duck. I didn't like that after a while because of how physical it was. And now I'm working at a place called In Motion at the airport. So, I'm really liking the job so far. Sometimes it can be strenuous, but that's any job. In 2017, I found my love for birds. I really want a cockatiel, but right now I can't afford that, so maybe in the future. Funny story about going to see movies, actually. I went to go and see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. About halfway through, the movie shuts off. So we left, me and my friend, and as I was getting ready to leave, I noticed that the lights inside were kind of turning back on. So since a lot of people had left, I pulled my car around to see if the lights were on inside. I saw that they were, so I parked again near the entrance, walked in, and we were able to see the rest of the movie with basically an empty movie theater. I went to California for the first time. I went to California to actually go to Anime Expo as another way to spread my business name, so then I can actually do that full time and hopefully video something like this full time. Celebrated the 4th of July in California was very interesting. I stayed at a hotel near the airport, and I was basically at the top floor of the hotel, and so I stood on this little balcony that I had, and I watched the fireworks. And from my viewpoint, I could see multiple cities firing off their fireworks at the same time, and it was a really awesome view. And it's little things like that that inspire me to travel more, to experience things, and life can be crazy. Went to Warped Tour. The only sad part of why I bring that up is 2018 is going to be the last year for Warped Tour. So that was a sad thing to find out not too long after Warped Tour. Another thing that kind of brought things down was I had to start subscribing to Adobe CC, so then I could actually use the programs that I use for editing videos, editing audio, editing photos, and it's $50 a month. So that's another bill onto my other bills that I have. Yay, fun times, bills, adulting. It's I should have listened to my dad. I should have not grown up. But oh well, it happens. Plus of 2017 though was I took photos of a band called Celtica Pipes Rock, and they really rock. I would love to show you some of their music, but I might get a copyright strike, so I'm gonna leave some of my favorite tracks from them down in the description below. But I took photos of them at Irish Fest, and a lot of them actually shared the photos and they liked it themselves, and it really got me excited to continue doing more band photography and just photography in general. I filmed the eclipse. I don't remember experiencing any kind of eclipse really before, so I believe that was the first time I filmed and experienced an eclipse at the same time. It was not a full eclipse, especially in Milwaukee, which sucks, but I think I got some good footage for what I had available for myself. Going back to working the 4 jobs, there's one point in 2017 where I was actually working 2 jobs at once. It was I was working at InMotion and at the Thirsty Duck at the same time, and it was just taking up a bunch of my time working both of them, and I didn't really have the time to do any kind of photography work, any kind of video work, and it was really upsetting me because I felt like my business wasn't growing because of it. So I eventually quit the Thirsty Duck because it was just hard on my body and it was taking up some of my time. Another thing that happened in sometime in October. Our apartment got vandalized. One night I came home and there was just eggs all over our door. And then the next night it was eggs and dog poop. So that was a fun time. Yeah, first time I've ever really dealt with the vandalization of the place that I live at, so that's fun. Not too long after that, I did go to Die Show. It was the first time I went to Die Show, which is held at the Kalahari in Wisconsin Dells. I learned a lot from Die Show, actually. I learned not to overbook myself. I learned not to overwork myself, because there was times when I just wanted to go and relax in the hot tub, the hot tub bar, but I couldn't because I had to do photo shoots. So I realized that I really need to space out my times, space out my photo shoots, and not overbook myself. Even though the money is nice, I feel like the money will eventually come, especially if I'm patient. I feel like I'm trying to rush things, but I shouldn't have to. And so I learned, that I shouldn't overwork myself, because then people aren't going to be getting the quality that they need and deserve with my work. And I want them to have that quality, because there's been a couple of times where I've worked with people and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I worked with you, because I've had shoddy experiences with photographers, and hearing things like that make me feel good as a photographer, and it keeps inspiring me to be the best that I can. Went to California again. Not too long after Die Show, I actually went to California again. This time it was just to, relax, hang out at the beach, hang with some friends if I wanted to, and spent a decent amount of money because went to Disneyland, but it was a good break that I needed, and it was a nice break after, the 2017 year. It was definitely a break that I needed, and one that I saved my money for, and it was well needed. I feel like every once in a while, everyone needs to just take a break and go and relax, go do something, travel, hang with friends, just do something besides just your day-to-day thing that you do every day. It'll give you a better perspective on life, I feel like. At least for me, it has. And this last thing about the 2017 review is it's not the best review, and it wasn't the best way to really end 2017, but one of my friends from high school actually passed away. He got into a car crash, and he was pronounced dead on scene. So yeah, I was not expecting that to be I was not expecting that to happen. But, life happens, I guess. It was really a shocking thing to find out, and a shocking thing that happened. And I guess the one good thing about it is that, you never really know when you're gonna leave this place. You never really know when you're gonna leave Earth. So, I mean, I guess just live your life to the fullest if you can. I mean, don't be super stupid about it, but don't be so scared to do stuff that, you aren't experiencing life. Because my friend passed away in a car crash. Like, you never really know when that could happen. You never know if someone could be, super drunk or something, and you're just driving on the highway, and then all of a sudden you're flipped over and possibly dead. It's the little things that make a difference, I guess. It's just 2017 was a huge roller coaster, and I feel like I've learned a lot from it. Wasn't saying it was a bad year, but it wasn't a super good year either. I mean, I got to travel a lot and everything, but I feel like life has to be a roller coaster, because if it's just constant ups, you're gonna be like, oh, when am I gonna get off this ride? When am I gonna go down? Because I feel like once you get to that certain height and you just keep going, it gets really annoying. But you also don't want to be at that low point, because then it's gonna be like, wow, this is stupid, this is boring, why am I on this ride called life? So life needs ups and downs, otherwise it's gonna be boring and you're not gonna want to be here. And that's a topic that I'm not gonna get into now, but I learned a lot from 2017, and maybe you guys learned some things about me. I don't know. But I think this is gonna be the end of the video. This is my 2017 review. If you guys actually want to watch some of the vlogs that I did do, they'll be down in the description. I'll definitely put down some music that I like from Celtica Pipes Rock, because I think you guys would like them if you like Celtic music and bagpipes and, you know, electric guitars mixed in. I think you'll like it. But here's where I end the video. So here's to a better 2018, and hopefully I'll be doing more videos soon. See you guys later.